Welcome to the speaking section of IELTS examination. My name is Sapna Dhamija and I would be your examiner for this part of the test. This test could be recorded. May I know your full name, please?
My name is Untitled Chapter.
How can I call you?
You may address me by my first name, Dimple.
Okay, great. What are your academic qualifications?
Recently, I have passed my senior secondary education and now I am looking for higher education in abroad.
Okay. What are your future plans, Simpy?
As I earlier mentioned that I am planning to move abroad for my higher studies.
Great. Few questions will be based on meeting people. Do you like to meet people?
Yes, of course, I am an extrovert person. I love to meet different kind of people and to make them my friends.
Do you meet foreigners in your country?
It happened once when I visited to the Taj Mahal and there I saw many foreigners and I took one of them also.
Okay. How you feel after meeting them, or how you felt when you met once?
I felt glad that I got an opportunity to meet different nation people and I came to know about their culture.
Great. Few questions will be based on social work. Do you do any social work?
Yes, I'm a kind-hearted person, so I usually do the social volunteering as I give tuitions to poor children at the evening time.
Okay. How do you feel when you do some social work?
It gave me inner satisfaction that I had some needy one and it enhanced my mood also.
Great. Is there any organization that handles social work you know?
Yes, in my own country there are several organizations. I remember about Mother Teresa organization, which is in Calcutta, who worked for the welfare of the poor women and children.
Okay. Do you have any experience with a social worker?
No, I can't get the opportunity to meet a social worker or to do work with him or her. But if I got a chance,
You mean that if you'll be getting a chance, then you will do this?
yes, sure.
Okay, great. Few questions will be based on cooking. Do you like cooking?
Yes, it's my leisure time activity.
Who cooks food at your home?
Usually, my mother cook food for my entire family, but sometimes I help her.
Okay. From home, have you learned cooking?
She is none other than my mother who cooked food for my whole family, and she really cooked delicious.
Okay. What food item do you like to cook?
I like to cook South Indian.
Okay, so you have a great interest in cooking South Indian.
Yes.
Okay. How often do you go to eat in restaurants?
As I'm a health conscious person, so it is just once in a month that I go to a restaurant.
Okay, great. This is end of the part 1, Dimpy. So now I'm going to ask a cue card. This is your cue card. And you have to plan your answer in just 1 minute. You can use paper and pencil to make notes. I'm giving you 1 minute and you will have to speak at least 2 minutes. So before proceeding to the mock interview further, आप लोगों के लिए एक सरप्राइज है. इस वीडियो को एंड तक देखिए ताकि आप इसका बेनिफिट ले सके. वो सरप्राइज क्या है? आप लोग बहुत दिनों से मेरे सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म पर पोस्ट पढ़ते आ रहे हैं कि देयर इज अ सरप्राइज फॉर यू गाइस. तो आज मैं रिवील करने वाली हूँ कि वो सरप्राइज है क्या. YIP अपना IELTS कोर्स लॉन्च करने जा रहा है जिसमें आप कंप्लीट IELTS कोर्स कर सकते हैं. लेकिन आज हम बात करेंगे स्पीकिंग कोर्स की. बहुत सारे बच्चे मुझे YouTube पर आकर इंटरव्यू देते हैं और उन्हें मैं उनका टेस्ट लेने के बाद उन्हें स्कोर देती हूँ 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8 और 9 बैंक स्कोर. अब जब वो एक्चुअल एग्जाम में अपीयर होते हैं तो दे गेट द सेम स्कोर. सो दे बिकम मोर हैप्पी. वो लोग बहुत खुश होते हैं कि उन्हें उतना ही स्कोर मिला जितना मैम ने उन्हें यूट्यूब इंटरव्यू पर दिया. एंड दिस इज अ रियलिटी. आई हैव प्रूव्ड मेनी अ टाइम्स. तो बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स मुझे अप्रोच कर रहे हैं कि मैम आप हमारा भी मॉक टेस्ट लीजिए. दैट इज व्हाई वी हैव plan to open this app for you guys ताकि आप भी इस ऐप पर जाकर अपना मॉक इंटरव्यू कर सके, और यही नहीं आप पूरे कोर्स को प्रिपेयर कर सके। इस ऐप के जरिए आप अपना पूरा IELTS प्रिपेयर कर सकते हैं, और खास तौर से अभी आप स्पीकिंग को प्रिपेयर कर सकते हैं। हाउ? सबसे पहले आप अपने प्ले स्टोर पर जाकर YIP ऐप को डाउनलोड कीजिए और अपने नंबर से रजिस्टर कीजिए। जब आप ऐप को डाउनलोड करेंगे आपको वहां पर कोर्स के इनसाइट दिखाई देंगे। आपको इस कोर्स में क्या क्या मिलने वाला है? 55 प्लस रिकॉर्डेड स्पीकिंग वीडियोस, 40 प्लस स्पीकिंग क्यू कार्ड्स, एंड उसके अलावा मैं 4 बार एक महीने में, यानी कि हर हफ्ते में एक बार लाइव आने वाली हूं, जहां पर मैं आप लोगों के डाउट लूंगी। और इतना ही नहीं, मैं आप लोगों के लिए हर बार 2 नए क्यू कार्ड मैं आप लोगों के साथ डिस्कस करूंगी। जहां जहां पर भी आपको प्रॉब्लम आती है हम लोग वो सब चीजें भी डिस्कस करेंगे। और सबसे बड़ा सरप्राइज वो ये है कि आप मेरे YIP IELTS स्पीकिंग एक्सपर्ट के साथ अपना मॉक इंटरव्यू फिक्स कर सकते हैं, और आप जान सकते हैं कि आप कितना बैंड स्कोर एक्चुअल एग्जाम में जाने से पहले डिजर्व करते हैं। और प्लस आपको 1200 वोकैबुलरी वर्ड्स, प्रूवन स्ट्रैटेजीज ऑफ माइंड, एंड 8 और 9 बैंड्स लेने के लिए क्या क्या ईडियम एंड स्ट्रैटेजीज होनी चाहिए, वो भी सब आप इस स्पीकिंग कोर्स के जरिए सीख सकते हैं। सो इट्स वेरी इजी, आप इस ऐप को डाउनलोड करिए। इसका एक्चुअल जो रेगुलर प्राइस है वो 5997 है, लेकिन फर्स्ट 50 स्टूडेंट्स के लिए सरप्राइज है। आप कूपन कोड लीजिए, वहां कूपन पर क्लिक कीजिए और आप 2000 का डिस्काउंट लेकर इसको 3997 पर ले सकते हैं। रिमेंबर दिस इज फॉर फर्स्ट 50 स्टूडेंट। पेमेंट ऑप्शन ये बहुत ही इजी है, आप पेमेंट किसी भी पेमेंट ऑप्शन के थ्रू कर सकते हैं, चाहे वो गूगल पे हो, UPI पेमेंट हो, आप नेट बैंकिंग के थ्रू, डेबिट कार्ड, क्रेडिट कार्ड, फोन पे, कैसे भी पेमेंट कर सकते हैं। और सबसे बड़ा और इम्पोर्टेंट सरप्राइज, आप EMI भी ले सकते हैं। आप बैंक ऑप्शन चूज करिए, EMI लीजिए, आपको EMI 3 मंथ से 6 मंथ और 12 मंथ तक की मिल सकती है। अगर आपके पास अभी देने के लिए 3997 रुपीज नहीं है, then go and get EMI 3 for 3 months, 6 months and 9 months, and hope you will choose this and you will be also getting desired band score। जैसा कि मेरे बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स ऑलरेडी सेटल हो चुके हैं कनाडा, ऑस्ट्रेलिया, न्यूजीलैंड, जर्मनी एंड न जाने और कितने अलग अलग वर्ल्ड के पार्ट्स में, और उन्होंने अपना डिजायर्ड स्कोर लेकर आज वो वहां पर हैप्पीली सेटल्ड है। तो आप क्यों नहीं? सो डाउनलोड दिस ऐप टुडे। थैंक यू सो मच। ओके, यस Dimpy, you may start now.
Reading is a satisfactory habit as it intensifies one's knowledge, and it is a part-time activity of a plethora of civilians. I am a voracious reader. I love to do reading as it not just only enhance my understanding but also my concentration. In my entire life, I go through with umpteen of them, and it is not a cup of tea for me to choose one of them. But nevertheless, I want to talk about The Secret novel, The Secret, which was written by most prominent Australian television writer. In her novel, she wrote about the pseudoscientific law that how positive energy may attract the positive thinking and the power of the thinking and energy. In her novel, she also wrote about those elite people who get self-stated in their life through many grapples, and there is no shortcut to riches. I found myself fortunate enough that I got a chance to read that novel. It is just because of my cousin Himanshu, who resides in Canada at the moment, and it was the time of Corona pandemic when I got a keen desire to read a novel. And fortunately, Himanshu called me on that time, and he told me about that novel and ordered for me. Within a week, I got that novel, and I get really shocked that is ordered take minority of time, and my keen desire to read that novel made me to complete in just 15 days. And after reading that novel, I found myself as happy as Larry, and it gave me strongly determined towards my goal. And it was a novel which I found profoundly amazing.
Okay, great. So this is time to ask some follow-up questions which will be based on the same cue card. Okay. How often do you read novels?
As I'm a good to five person, I usually do reading half an hour in a day, and it was my daily routine.
Okay, great. What are the benefits of reading according to you?
Reading has numerous benefits that it intensify one's knowledge, understanding, and it also may improve the vocab.
Do you think reading is beneficial for all age group?
Why not? Reading is helpful for all age group citizens. As if a toddler or a child do this, so he or she may enhance his or her creativity, and if a youngster do this, so they may increase their vocab, and it is also leisure time activity of grade early.
Okay, great. Do you prefer reading old books or modern ones?
I made a balance between both. I prefer old books because of the tradition and culture which is written in them, and present for cope up with present scenario.
Okay. Do you prefer to read one book at a time or several?
I prefer to read one book at a time, as it gives me satisfaction, and I go through with that book thoroughly, and I come to know the crux of that.
So you're not interested to read several books at a time?
No, as
What other reason that you're not interested to read several books at a time?
once I did this, but the stories get mixed up, and it gave me frustration, so I read a book.
Okay. Do you want to write a book or a novel in future?
Yes, of course, but now also I am writing my own biography, the struggle which I had faced in my life, and I want to complete it with my success.
Okay, great. Thank you, Dimpy. This is the end of the speaking test. Thank you so much. So here is the feedback for Dimpy's speaking. It was really a wonderful test. Vocabulary wise, she was very much strong enough and her pronunciation was clear enough. As she has used variety of words, intensify, vocacious reader, enhance, umptim, cup of tea, a phrase she used here, scientific law, park, elite people, no shortcut to riches, again one more phrase she used here, fortunate enough, fortunately, keen desire, one more phrase she again used, as happy as Larry, profoundly amusing, bibliophile, and many other words. Though she had done rare grammatical errors, otherwise she had done a good test. It was really amazing test. If you guys want to prepare like Dimpy, then just subscribe my channel and you can choose a course at YIB platform. Thank you so much.